only keywords. I'll provide you the complete notes, but good to have our own observation notes. Good to have it. Let's get started. Let's understand slowly what is database, what is database management system, and our daily job work. Let's understand for next 20 minutes, and then we'll proceed for our actual course, our actual concepts right from installation. This is Sai Fenindra from SQL School. I assure you complete practice concepts from scratch, right from the basics from today. And let's start this way. We will have interested interactive participants in the class from tomorrow. Need your support. Agenda for today's class: what is database, why, and our job roles. Let's get started slowly, step by step. Database, a platform to store any type of data and any amount of data, no restrictions. Any type of data and any amount of data, any type. It can be text, my name, or digits, my employee ID, or alphanumeric values, or it may be a barcode or a QR code, any type of data, image, video, audio, anything, and any amount of data. Meaning no restrictions. Any amount of data, terabytes, petabytes of data. And there are basically two types of databases: OLTP, data warehouse. Two basic types of databases to start our journey. OLTP, online transaction processing database. Please remember this new term to start the installation concepts. To step into installation, to understand the installation screens, the very first concept of our course, we need this technical term OLTP. Online transaction processing database to store live real-time data. Example, live temperature or live stock market operations, anything live, and SQL developers will be involved in design of OLTP. Design development involves SQL developers. The other database warehouse, data warehouse. To store warehouse, the main purpose is to store historical data, old inactive data. Example, old temperature data. It will be used for weather forecast. Old stock market data for stock analysis, predictions, speculations, etc. So two basic types of databases to start with. Data engineers will be involved in the second type, data warehouse. Developers will be involved for design of OLTP databases. DBAs, database administrators, are responsible to manage both. Both managements DBA will take care. Database administrator. Whereas the reporting activities from OLTP and data warehouse, data analysts will take care, DA job, data analyst. There are different types of databases, and these are the basic types, the fundamental concepts. Now, where to get these databases stored, how to manage them, how to design them, how to secure them, how to access them. There comes a software called DBMS, Database Management System. It is a software to store, secure, and manage databases. Example DBMS in the market: SQL Server, IBM DB2, MySQL, Oracle, Sybase, so on. Our course is into SQL Server. Now the question, why? Why SQL Server? Why not others? Yes, it has own advantages. SQL Server, a DBMS software from Microsoft, cheaper, easy to use, free technical support, free updates, and supports cloud platform. Cloud means here remote storage, real-time use. We commonly see SQL Server uses, SQL Server projects in healthcare domain, insurance domain, logistic, e-commerce. Mostly 1, 2, 3, 4. Nowadays, because of SQL Server supporting big data, we started seeing its impact on banking environment as well. First 4 more in use, and recent past banking as well. Our real-time project part of the course will be in healthcare domain. Part of our classes, the project work for our course will be in healthcare domain. And apart from OLTP and data warehouse, we have other databases as well supported by SQL Server. So SQL Server software supports major 5 components: OLTP component, data warehouse components, OLAP, online analytical processing database, OLAP components, ETL, extract, transform, load, ETL components, and reports. Now, what these 5 components do for us? They help us to implement something called BI, Business Intelligence Model. Any real world project in IT sector pertaining to databases will have database developer team, OLTP, data engineering team, ETL, extract, transform, load, and data warehouse, analytics team, data science team, and managing everything, database administration, DBA team. DBAs will be responsible to manage everything on the entire screen. Junior DBAs will be responsible to manage OLTP. As we gain experience, we need to manage the other components of this chart, complete chart. I repeat once again, just to make it clear. I could see few participants joined just now. For them, I'm just repeating again. Database, a platform to store any type of data, any amount of data. Two basic types of databases: OLTP, online transaction processing database, to store live real-time data, like example, live temperature, live stock market, etc. Data warehouse, to store old historical data, inactive data. To manage OLTP data warehouse databases, we have DBA, Database Administrator, DBAs. Same way to report, to visualize, and to design dashboards, we have someone called DA, Data Analysts. And we also have data scientists. Now, all these job roles will be part of every project. To implement these databases, we have a software called DBMS. I shall provide you this software download link on email today. We are going to get this installed tomorrow together. For what? To store, secure, manage databases. We use DBMS. Example DBMS: SQL Server, IBM DB2, MySQL, Oracle, so on. Reason for us to go for SQL Server: it is a cheaper, easy to use, free technical support and free update software from Microsoft. Supports cloud platform, real-time use, healthcare, insurance, logistics, e-commerce. So with this information, the BI model, it involves multiple real-time databases. Assume, for example, a banking environment. We have savings account maintained in one database, all current accounts another database, loan accounts one more database, my Aadhaar, your SSN, PAN, TAN, etc. separate component. And then integrated, consolidated, filtered, and store the data, accumulate it in a warehouse. This is big data. Remember, data warehouse is nothing but big data that has no limit for the amount of data we store. This big data can be implemented by Microsoft, or this big data can be implemented by open source. If it is open source, we have various technologies. Here you go on the screen. If it is Microsoft, we have something called Synapse. If it is open source warehouse, we have something called Snowflake and other great technologies, Spark. Okay, and to make it more easier for us, I'll just point this way. OLTP is there, right? This OLTP we can have MS SQL, Oracle, Sybase, or MySQL, Postgres, Informix, etc. IBM DB2, etc. All these come under OLTP environment. Remember, I'll just put this. Whereas Fabric, Synapse, these two are Microsoft brand. Snowflake, Spark, these come under open source brand. And we have ETL technologies. For example, ADF, Azure Data Factory, FDF, Fabric Data Factory, they come under Microsoft ETL. And same way, we have open source ETL also. Databricks, open source. Snowpark, open source. DBT, data build tool, open source. So we have technologies to implement ETL, open source ETL, Microsoft ETL, open source warehouse, Microsoft warehouse. Analytics, we usually go for either Tableau or Power BI. Usually Power BI nowadays because it is comparatively cheaper and becoming more and more powerful. Same way we have open source data science, Microsoft data science, Google data science separate certifications. In olden days, only open source data science. Now we have good number of famous brands. With this small introduction, let's understand our actual job roles. I repeat once again, the MS SQL, Oracle, MySQL, Sybase, DB2 that we hear are actually OLTP technologies. These are all OLTP technologies. I'll just paint them blue. Leftmost side. Whereas this is Azure Data Engineering. This Azure Data Engineering, the red box. The red box, it involves ETL and data warehouse concepts. Power BI is for data analysis, data analytics. The rightmost side, the creamy layer. With this, we'll go for questions in another 5 minutes. Let's understand now how to work with this, how to implement this end-to-end BI model. We may be a developer or a DBA or a data engineer or a data analyst data scientist in a project. We need a common friend query language, a platform to store, manipulate, report, manage, secure database. Every touch on the database needs SQL. Any touch. It may be for inserting the data or modification of existing data, reporting, analysis, forecast, anything, everything, right from calculations to security, we need SQL. So you, me, our colleagues, our managers, our leads, everyone need to make use of SQL in database projects, and that is our actual stepping stone from tomorrow. Let's get started from tomorrow with database concepts. MS SQL, TSQL queries, Microsoft SQL, and a small variant Transact SQL queries. The detailed architecture part, basic tuning concepts to start with, procedures, functions, triggers, etc. Let's build the basement from tomorrow, step by step, with examples and assignments. Then we need to choose the path, either Power BI or Azure Engineering or Database Administration. One of these pillars on this basement or combination of pillars as per your resume plan. The blue box numbers you see here are the certifications from Microsoft as on date. I shall be providing you today these slides with detailed keyword checklist, what we are going to learn in our classes, right from the basics to index architecture, backup, restores, maintenance, management, security, tuning, health checks, something called HADS strategies, and the cloud concepts, cloud management, cloud DBA, migrations, clusters, etc. If it is DBA track with chapter wise content, what we are going to learn in our classes. If in case you are into ETL and data warehouse, data engineering, we have open source ETL, Microsoft ETL, open source warehouse, Microsoft warehouse, blended together Azure data engineering. That involves AI, big data, Python for ETL, Scala, Spark, etc. with data factory, Synapse, Databricks, and PySpark. However, if you are into Power BI, you have right from installation to project work, various concepts pertaining to visualizations, something called Power Query ETL, data warehouse, reporting, big data, analytics, DAX, and so on. There are total 7 different tools in Power BI. Power BI is not a single tool. It may be a single tool for a basic college or university level learning, but for our project, we have 7 different tools to understand the complete ecosystem. As you know, there are different levels and different ways of learning, right? Let's choose the best. Why to compromise? If someone is into data analyst, then they have databases, Power BI, and Python with Excel. For anyone, everyone, the common basement SQL. We are going to start with SQL from tomorrow. Let's have few more items. Then we go for questions clarifications. You'll be receiving these complete slides today. If possible, take a print copy and you'll be receiving this Word document. What is database? A platform to store any type of data, any amount of data in a full, secured, faster, neat, organized format. Different types of databases. Number 1, OLTP. I'm just repeating the terms as we need to step into installation with these basics one by one. To step into installations, to understand the installations, we need these concepts. OLTP, online transaction processing databases to store live real-time data. Rapid transaction processing, some job descriptions will tell rapid transaction processing to store live temperature. Example, data warehouse to store old historical data, past temperature data. Data scientists will be involved in forecast, predictions using OLAP databases. And data scientists will be involved in HTAP also. OLTP plus Warehouse plus OLAP is equal to STAP. Nowadays, we have a lot of AI tools for this. Live forecasts, just like a Google map. Live tracking, historical analytics, and ETA, expected time of arrival. Everything live in a single screen. Now what we do? SQL developers will be involved in design of OLTP databases. It involves coding. Data engineers responsible for warehouse concepts, big data storage, cloud computing, ETL, big data, data engineers job role, reporting, dashboards, analytics, data analyst job role, database administrators, warehouse and OLTP management, troubleshooting activities. Here are the certifications. For SQL development, there is no active certification from Microsoft, Reason, Python, and even nowadays Scala. They are slowly getting their caliber to perform everything for OLTP. So Microsoft stopped providing certifications for SQL developers. And you can few of them are getting automated as well. Whereas these three are always evergreen. Trust me, they are evergreen. Let me tell you the reason why. Cloud computing, big data, we need someone to perform those activities, data engineer. In olden days, we used to have BI developers for this. And companies used to recruit BI developer team separately, DBA team separately. Now, cost cutting, single data engineer, single hand. Data analysts, as long as data is there, analysts are required for reporting and dashboarding activities. Data cleaning. Data would be supplied by AI tools, IoT tools, databases, files, etc. But there should be someone to understand the customer data and deliver the reports as per the requirement and customizations. So data analyst, another evergreen job role. DBAs, as long as I am alive, I need doctor at some point of time. The database doctors are DBAs. Trust me, the database doctors, DBAs are the database doctors. They know how to perform health check activities. What is that? Health check activities we call, health checks and repairs we call, common errors and solutions. DBAs will take care. Database down, database need to be repaired, database need to be secured. You wanted to prevent unwanted, unauthorized access to tools and apps. DBAs are required. These three are evergreen. Developer, many new things, many automations in the recent past. Choice is yours to choose your resume very carefully. But for all of us, SQL required. Structured query language, a communication platform to operate on any database, and a variant of SQL, MS SQL, we are going to start next. We're going to have SQL first, then slowly step into MS SQL next. I repeat, mobile, iPhone a brand of mobile, Windows a brand of OS, MS SQL a brand of SQL. So we need to start with SQL first, slowly step into MS SQL, TSQL next. From where we start? DBMS, our starting point. It's a software I shall provide you in the email today. You will download that free software, a lifelong free software, fully loaded, officially free, fully loaded to design, manage, and administer databases, OLTP, warehouse, STAP databases. Which software we are going to install today or tomorrow? Microsoft SQL Server. Very user friendly, simple, cheaper, and free support, and installations I will take care step by step. For all of us, 2022 is required. For experience profiles, we have extra classes for older versions required. Experience profiles, extra care needed towards technology. Editions. We are going to install Developer Edition. We have our online server, fully loaded licensed copy, Enterprise Edition. In real world, we work with licensed copy. There is a difference between a trial copy and licensed copy. We need to have difference between them practically. We need to experience the difference. No prerequisites. We'll start from the very basics, step by step. I need your time. Make sure you have Windows 8 or higher, 6 gig RAM. If you are into Mac, please enable Windows inside your Mac or install any VM virtual machine. And concept-wise FAQs, kindly submit them on time. My kind request. Max, by weekend, you will submit all your assignments. Concept-wise tasks and or assignments, or it can be even FAQs, frequently asked questions, any of them. You will submit them on time so that we can have a good resume one-to-one. I cannot give simply a common resume for everyone, right? No. It has to be one-to-one. And the input for the resume will be our daily assignments or the weekly submissions. Our course involves complete practice items from scratch. Today we are into introduction. Tomorrow we'll slowly start with installations. You'll be receiving few questions today. From the introduction, you'll answer them. One more thing. You'll be receiving the notes in advance. Please take print copies of the notes. The notes will be like this, step by step, in a simple way. What is what? Step 1, step 2, like this. Take print copies. I respect your time. Let's learn it together. We are back to school. Participants who ask more questions, respond more, learn more, will get more and more. Once we have intro and installation, then comes SQL basics. Right from what is what, step by step, in a simple way, easy to understand way. After we do a half century on SQL basics. Once we do half century on SQL basics, and then we'll continue for RDBMS concepts, Excel import, schemas, RDBMS in a proper order. Next, once we complete RDBMS comes joins, audits, views, procedure, functions, and detailed architecture. So we'll go in a proper rhythm for easy understanding of the concepts. If we practice on time, then we can expect maximum benefit towards our day-to-day job role and certification. You'll be receiving the detailed chapter-wise notes, chapter-wise content, like what we are going to learn in each chapter for each of these 3 courses I was showing you. Chapter-wise content in detail and the day-wise planner, what we are going to learn on each day, and the job roles. You will choose your journey to get started from scratch carefully. With this, let's go for questions now. Let's get the clarifications. In the meantime, our team shall provide you the email. Now we shall provide you the email. One email with today's notes and a small assignment. Yes, every day we have assignments on email. You will submit them, reply to the same mail from today. Second mail will be about the software download and the curriculum, the chapter-wise curriculum and day-wise planner. Every activity pertaining to our practice, I will take care. Participants who are responding more interactive, asking more questions, submitting the things at least by weekend, will get more and more script for practice. We need to deal with the things practically, right? And I need to take care of your practice as well. So all practice related content I will take care. On time practice, I want you to take care, please. My kind request. With this, we'll stop now. Let's go for questions, clarifications one by one. Yes, Ahmad, Akinola, Akshay, hope you can hear me. Let's get started now one by one, slowly addressing all the questions.